Alright class, let's go ahead and go over Gmail. So this is the competitor to Outlook, another email client, another example of it. So this one you can only really access through the web client. If you're on your phone, you would have to install that to your phone first as an app to access it. Although you can certainly access it through your Safari or Chrome browser even on your phone. That is possible, though they usually push you towards the app. So yeah, this is another example of an app for email. Tightly integrates with all your Google Workspace, so anything attachments here are actually backed up to your Google Drive. So that actually brings me up to the first thing on our menu. I'm going to do this a little bit in reverse. We're going to delete emails on our Gmail. So all of you should already have Gmails because we created it for the other assignments. I'm going to go ahead and look up, let's see, what's an email I can get rid of? Have a lot of different emails. We have IBM, we have Cal Poly, we have Hulu, Spotify. Let's go with IBM. So I have a lot of emails. These are the first 50 of many, many emails. It doesn't even tell me how many there are because there's so much. If I want to delete them all, first I search in my keyword search bar here, IBM. So it's looking for everything that has IBM in the body, or the sender, recipient, so forth. If I want to select one email, I do it here and then I can delete, but I want to select all of them. So you hit this top left select. Notice it's only the first 50 conversations are selected. You have to still select this other one. Select all conversations that match on the search. Now all the emails, not just this first page, will be selected. This is very useful if I want to delete everything all at once. So if I hit the little trash can here, delete, it's even going to ask me to confirm because I'm deleting a lot of things at once. So it's making sure you know what you're doing. You hit OK. Because it is a bulk action, you're deleting a lot of emails at once. It'll sometimes take a few minutes. This one was pretty quick. You can still see some of them, right? So it'll take still a little bit longer to get rid of some of these. But yeah, this is an example of how to delete things in bulk. Oh, look, my CSU admissions. Almost went to Fullerton instead of Pomona. All right, so let's see. Now if I want to compose an email, we have our toolbar here on the left. A little bit different than Outlook, different interface. So it's that little pen option to compose. It's like you're writing an email. So you hit compose. And then same idea. You have your subject line, and your body. The CC and BC has been embedded to the two, which I like. So you click on one of them, you can definitely expand it. Remember, carbon copy, blind copy, just different ways to add different people to the email. Make sure to watch the Outlook for information on those. So yeah, I'm going to send an email to myself. So I'm going to go this one. In my CC, I'll put another email. And then the subject line, remember, always be descriptive. I'm going to put, let's say I'm emailing IT, tech support, issue. We'll go with tech room number 123. So now anybody, who wants to know what this email is about, they're already going to know I have an issue with inside the technology room number 123. They already have an idea. Remember, next up on the series is going to be email etiquette. But here I'm just going to put hello. Or you can start with like good afternoon. I like to use this one when I don't really know who the email is going to. So good afternoon. One very professional one is to whom it may concern. Try to avoid that one if I don't have to use it. So good afternoon works just fine. And I'll put I am reaching out in regards to an electrical issue in tech room number 123. Then remember, separate your ideas into a paragraph. So, I'll describe the issue here, and I'll put I need, and then I'll describe the issue here, and then best regards, William. Of course, it's best when you're writing emails to have a signature. So let's go ahead and add a signature to my email. Remember in the Outlook video, In the slides video, a signature is a way to add a little, just like you would on a letter, right? A signature line. You'd have information on yourself, not just your name. You could have your position, title, the company or organization you're writing on behalf of. Um, and then, of course, your email. You could even put your phone number, depending on how much you want to share in that signature line. So, yeah, let's go ahead and add a signature line. So, different ways to do that. Always, you want to click your gear icon if you want to access settings and make this smaller. So, signature line. I'm just going to go see all settings. I should have a little search bar here, but I don't think that's going to get me through the settings actually. This looks like an email search bar, but we're going to try it anyway. Signature. Nope. Yeah, so we're going to have to navigate to the signature line ourselves. So I might scroll down until, let's see, vacation responder signature. Here it is, right at the bottom on that main general tab. So of course I want to create a new one. I'm going to click on the create new signature and we'll call it example. We're going to hit create. And here's where I would create the signature. Remember, should have your name, should have your title, Professor of Computer Information Systems. And then you would have the organization name, LA Harbor College. Try to avoid abbreviating. Just trying to go fast though. Since we already went through these features in Outlook, right? LA Harbor College, and then I put my contact info. So I put Vitus W at laccd.edu. There you go. Of course, you can make this look nicer, like I did in the Outlook video. So I make my name bold. Might go with a nicer font, Trebuchet. I don't really like that one. Let's go with Georgia. There we go. Looks a little bit better. Add a pop of color. Let's make that blue. A nice dark blue. Oh, wrong type of blue. Text color. There we go. So that was background color. Go with text color. Oh, let's make this black though. There you go. And now you have a signature. You still have to tell it when to use the signature. For new emails, use my example signature. Also on replies, use my example signature. There you go. So make sure to save those changes. And now if I compose an email, there it is. Automatically already put there for me. So yeah, when I'm writing my email, my hi or good afternoon, and I write the body right and I go down to the bottom, sincerely or best regards. Because I already have my signature, sometimes I don't even put, sincerely Professor Byras. I'll just let the signature do the talking for me. And they can just use that as my, again, like old-fashioned letters, just like it would be your signature line. In this case, it provides a little bit of information on you and who you're representing. Again, really good idea if you want to make your emails seem way more professional. So yeah, if you're applying to a job, a signature line is definitely a must-have. All right, let's go on to the other features. So we got to, so already composed the send, reply, we already did that. Let's go ahead and manage our inbox folders and create some rules. So I've actually never done this on Google, which is totally fine. We're going to do this together. One that I have done is, of course, creating folders. So here we have our folders. We have our inbox, starred emails. So you can star an email to make it important. For example, a student set up a meeting with me, so I might hit the star, and that's going to now go into my starred folder right there. And then we have our snoozed. Not sure what that one's for. We have our sent, emails that we've sent. We have drafts. Remember, emails that you started writing but didn't finish. They automatically save to your drafts. We have important. Any emails marked important. Sometimes you have to do that manually. Sometimes it automatically will be marked important by Google. Chats. Most emails now have chat services, so you can quickly send messages. You can schedule emails. Remember, just like in Outlook, if I'm writing an email, when I hit send, hit that drop down menu and you can do a scheduled send. So first it says I have to include a recipient. So on schedule send, I can send it in the future. Uh, Maybe you're sending the email really late at night, and you want to get it to your professor really early in the morning, as soon as office hours open, right, or business hours open. You can actually schedule and pick a date and time. Very, very, very useful. Especially if you want to write the email the night before, don't want to wake up early to send it, but you want to appear right, like it was really important and you woke up to send it. You can definitely go with your schedule send. So definitely an option. So yeah, that's your scheduled. If it was scheduled, let me go ahead and schedule one just so you can see it. I'm gonna schedule it for tomorrow at 8 a.m. They give you a few quick options. So now I have one scheduled email there that's not sent yet. It's not in my sent folder. It's in the scheduled. Once it reaches that time, it'll go and make its way to the sent because it already was delivered. Then we have all mail. We have spam, right? Google automatically put things in spam. Sometimes it does this by mistake. So keep in mind, if you're trying to receive an email, you're having trouble seeing it, you can always double check your spam. Of course, always make sure you know who it's coming from so that you're not, moving something into your regular folder that you shouldn't. So this diff checker, if I wanted to move it into my regular inbox, I'd report it as not spam. All right, so that's spam, right? Remember, you can always click on the email and kind of unspam it. We also have other ones. We have trash categories. Let's go ahead and create a new one, a new folder. In this case, called a label. Let's see. Let's go with office hours. Create. So now I have this office hours label. So how do I move something into the office hours label? We'll just click on the email. Here we can see. And if you want to move it, just like in Outlook, we have this very important move button, right? So it's this little folder with like an arrow on it. I click on it and I can move it to my office hours. Just like that, I've added a little bit of organization to my inbox. Now it's not clogging up my main inbox. And notice Google already does some of these folders for you. I have my promotions folder. I have my social folder for anything coming in from a social media website. Have updates. So Google's already doing some of this for you. Keep that in mind. But some of this, Google can't do for us. We have to make these distinctions ourselves, organize this ourselves. I'm going to move these two as well into that folder. Now, I could do that manually, or as we discussed in the Outlook video, I can do this via a rule. Remember, if you want to access any setting, always a good idea to go to your gear icon. So let's go ahead and click our gear icon, and then we're going to try to find the settings. So we're going to see all settings, and here we're going to try to find